Okay. So, as the walking sentry barely misses you guys, you look off in the direction that he came and you notice a tent that is much larger than the other ones, and you believe it is the quartermaster's tent. As you guys head towards it, you notice that there's a middle-aged looking veteran who's missing most of his nose, uh, just staring off, wondering about you guys as you're walking up towards him with apparent purpose. What do you wish to do?
You, sir,
Are
you the
you-
quartermaster?
Sir,
Sorry.
I am.
After you, Hawk, you seem like you want to talk.
Yes. Okay. So, what forms do I need to fill out for grenades?
Well, sad to tell you, sir, I am not allowed to give anything out. I've been told under strict orders that I am to not to give out no other ammunition or weapons. The commissar told me that only under his strict order and approval letter that I shall.
We didn't get that letter, did we? I asked the party.
I don't believe we do. But he seemed
Nope.
pretty confident that we could get gear from you, so...
I'm sorry, sir. Even if you say you do have his approval, I am actually more afraid of the fact that if you didn't and you got gear, what he would do to me versus you having to go and get him, bring him to me, and get scolded for not giving you gear.
Alrighty then.
But I do have orders stating that I will give you guys some items. As the quartermaster turns around, you guys can notice that inside the massive tent, it's just a basic loading crates are what he's using as a table. He has a chair sitting just behind it, and inside you notice rows and rows of ammunition racks carrying an assortment of assault auto guns, las rifles, and even you notice a massive las cannon sitting all the way in the back. You notice rows and rows of flak armor, and you see him start coming back with a small crate marked acolytes. Here it is. He blows on it and knocks all the dust off. He goes, "Yep, this is about right. Here we go." He cracks the lid right off. He pulls out 15 meters worth of tough-looking rope. He pulls out 3 electro torches, shoulder-mounted.
Oh, sweet.
3 days worth of CS rations, a canteen of water for each of you. There you go, sirs and ma'am, as he nods his head towards the assassin.
Okay, Sorry, continue.
This is all that I am able to give you, and I wish you the best of luck. I wish you the best of luck, because we need this dealt with.
So we can have no gunpowder to blow shit up.
You are not allowed to have anything.
Alright, now would you guys be cool with like running over to the commissary, see if we can get that particular form from him personally to maybe get some of this better equipment? If it seems like there's a lot of weird, maddening shit go down there and they messed up like a whole platoon's worth of people, maybe we need some more of this firepower. Just me thinking out loud, but it's worth trying.
It is worth trying, but at the same time, we have to be there within the hour.
Yeah. As the time has spent, it took you guys 10 minutes to find it, and you've been with him for 10 minutes. It would take you roughly 30 minutes to get to him and 30 minutes back to him. You do not have enough time.
Yeah.
Damn it. Alright, let's get our shit and go. Make sure everybody
Alright,
has
so-
everything they need, everything loaded.
Yep.
Alright, who's taking what?
I will take one of the shoulder-mounted torches.
Okay,
As will trauma.
Alrighty, so each one of you are getting them. Hold on. Let's open up all your... Oh, not Thak. We don't need him. Trauma and Zerial. Character sheets. Who is taking the rope?
I feel like that's something the assassin should have. She seems like she's in more of like needing a better position, not just that she's the only one with a rifle. So
Alright.
Take the rope. Gladly.
well, I'm just saying. I mean, if you need to get to an elevated position, maybe we can use the rope to get you somewhere where you can snipe and give cover fire.
I want the rope.
15-meter rope. Okay, and Hawk.
Now, you said he handed us each a canteen, correct? And 3 days worth of rations? Or is it 3 days worth of rations for the entire party?
Just the entire party, so each one of you get a ration, so you would be 8 rations instead of... I just changed your thing.
Alright.
You mean 9 rations for...
No, him is 8 because he already had 7.
Yeah.
And honestly, it would probably be best all of you just give your rations to Hawk because he can just hand them out as needed.
That's
Yeah, I
fine.
suppose.
From Hawk
Okay.
the rations.
Though at the same time, if we get separated for whatever reason, I don't want to starve to death in a little box.
Fine, you guys can take your rations if you wish. Ration.
No, just playing.
One.
I'm okay with Hawk having them.
Alright. I'm not gonna be that mean. You guys won't you won't be separated like that. Don't worry. I'll be
Okay.
nice.
So long as we don't do anything stupid, we won't be separated, you mean?
We'll see that right there's the issue. I mean,
Yeah.
that's kind of the aim of our group there.
Alrighty, so you're all set. Okay. And as you guys start heading off, Trauma is leading the way and Zerial's following. Hawk hears the quartermaster go, "Psst," and you turn. He goes, "I will get in a heap of trouble before this, but as you are a guardsman and you know how things are," he slips you 3 grenades.
Awesome.
I'm so
care.
excited.
And in exchange, I shall hand him 20 gelt.
20 gelt.
Yep.
Alright. Go ahead and remove 20 gelt from your thing, and you guys are heading towards the seal.
And how many grenades did he hand me?
He handed you 3.
Awesome.
Fragmentation grenades.
Ooh.
Alrighty. The seal. The trip across the camp on foot, you notice a massive metal door is the entrance of the Gorgonid mines. As this planet is quite cold, and the wind is razor sharp as it cuts through their path. When they are near the end of their walk, the characters spot a pocket of miners sitting around a small fire made of dung, salvaged wood, and other plastics, causing poisonous fumes to fill the air. The miners are all forlorn, sporting and applying numerous defects and deformities, as well as plenty of injuries. Unlike the prisoners with the guard encampment, these folk are bystanders, unfortunate, who have gotten in the way and are utterly terrified of the approaching acolytes. And any attempt of them, they pretty much run.
What do you mean I pooped? I'm here.
Do you think we should hire a couple as a guide? Or just say screw it? and let the-
They're running, dude.
Oh, they're just running? Okay.
Yeah, you're not on the screen anymore. You might have to reset. Or refresh, I mean. Oh, there you are.
Hey!
I just left. Now I'm coming back.
The seal itself measures 30 meters in diameter and is held in place with thick clamps grasped to stone on either side. Embosomed in the center is the great double-headed eagle of the Imperium that seems to stare down at the acolytes as if judging them. Scaffolding to the right of the seal leads up to a small post where an attendant could lock and unlock the clamps with a throw of a switch. This, however, is not enough to open the seal. It's merely unlock it. Opening the vault requires the effort of 20 great hairy monsters indigenous to this world. Their handlers affix tethers to the seal and goad them into forward. Through the combined strength of these beasts, the door slowly, ever so slowly, starts to pull open. The process of opening and closing the seal takes an hour, less if the beasts are burdened is even hardened. As the commissar greets you all, saying perfect timing, he turns around, staring at the great door as it's opening slowly. Centimeter after centimeter, the door is steadily opening. Standing before the seal, dressed in the black hard hat matched with the trench coat, the commissar who standing between the door. You see young Jert manning the platform next to the seal, 4 more grizzly guardsmen armed with blast guns standing at the ready as the massive beast covered in heavy brown fur and equipped with 4 long tusks are herded into position, the harnesses attached to their great bulks. Once the harnesses are in place, the commissar gives the signal to the men. As the door proceeds to keep opening centimeter after centimeter, you notice that the commissar, pulling his last pistol and standing at the ready, a grim smile spreading across his lips, as the beasts open the seal wider and wider. The commissar turns to you and gestures that you should start heading in. You notice a foul yellow smelling smoke starts spilling from the seal, giving the interior of the mine smelling as reek as if spoiled meat. The last thing that you hear is the commissar saying, "May the God Emperor watch over you."
Well, I'm pulling up my last...
So are we?
You have your last gun out, okay. Right now, you are entering the beginning of the mine. This part of the mine has been reported not to have any real activity. It's like the deeper parts of the mine actually have all the issues and problems, so you guys are going to be traveling for a little bit.
So the door's still open, right? Like, can we still ask the commissary something before we venture in? I'm assuming because it takes a long-ass time for the door to close?
Well, as you turn around and look at the commissar, he's standing there holding a bolt pistol, and you notice there are 2 las cannons facing at you. You have second guesses and wondering, maybe I shouldn't ask a question because he might say fire.
Alright.
Yeah, commissars are very, very trigger happy.
I was just curious about the possibility of maybe getting a gas mask or something.
I've smelled worse. Let's go in.
Alright, fuck it. Let your nose lead.
Alrighty. As you guys travel, you notice that the physical layout of the area is matching quite well with the map. As you are traveling, you start noticing that the distance on the map marker is significantly longer than it is in real life. As you travel the supposed 1 meter, you realize 1 meter is actually 5 meters. So as you thought what was going to take you only about 200 meters to get to, you're looking at about 1,000 meters of walking.
Oof.
Alrighty then.
Who drew the map?
Someone
think it was
done
Hawk.
screwed up.
ILO stick is a cigarette.
Yep. I figure we're all on a combined space.
Well, no, I was just letting everybody else know what it is.
Oh, okay.
As you guys start walking, you notice the map didn't mention anything about a downcline or a floor. You notice that the map says it keeps going straight, but as you look up, you notice that it easily is a nice 3-meter drop due to some kind of a tremor in this section of the tunnel. It might have collapsed on an air pocket several kilometers down.
Cool.
Down to reach there, you would have to climb down the wall. Would you guys like to do a climb test?
We have
Could
rope.
we
could
possibly
that.
use the rope?
Yes, you can. If you
There's
use
only
the rope.
15 meters.
Yeah, it's only 3 meters. Think about it. But
15 meters.
oh yeah, the rope is only 15 meters. If you decide to get the rope out and use it, I will give you a plus 20 to your climb.
I think we should use the rope.
Now, how do we have to use this rope? Does one person have to like hold on to it, or is there anything we can tether it to?
You
Are there
can-
stalactites and stalagmites we can tie it to?
There is quite a few boulders at the edge of the hole that you could definitely tie it off to. If you
Do they
wish
look-
to.
Sorry,
they're
do they look
heavy.
stable enough to hold it? Okay.
They're really big. They're not
I just-
little rocks. Say if you start going down, the rocks are gonna come down on your head. No, they're big enough,
Oh.
and they're definitely solid enough. You won't have to
Okay.
worry about that.
Sweet.
Okay, we use the rope. I tie it around a big ass boulder. Make
Okay.
sure it's secure with a good few tugs.
Okay, and go ahead and do your climb test with a plus 20.
Sweet.
First.
All you guys climb down successfully. You notice that the entire way definitely went down 3 meters drop. The entire tunnel just seemed to shift down. So it's definitely continuing on where there is no deep chasms or anything.
Guys, how are we going to get the rope down?
How much rope do we have? We have 15 meters of rope, and how big are the drops rough?
The drop was 3 feet. I would say you used a meter to tie it and 3 meters down. If you cut it, you would have 11,
About 11 meters left.
But
You guys
I'm
wanna
gonna
cut
say,
this rope
due to
up
how
into
tall
small-
you are, you're only going to lose 2 meters because Hawk would cut it at 2 meters high. So you only
Would you
lose
guys want to
2.
keep cutting it and breaking it up to lessen this? Want to try to save as much of the rope as we can in case we come to any bigger climbs or drops?
If I throw a throwing knife at it, will we be able to have more rope?
You would have to throw a successful hit.
Let me see where my
What
is.
would be the chances of us reusing that rope to climb back up it, though?
That would be up to you.
Wait, would I be able to stand on Zerial's shoulders and be able to manually untie the rope?
It'd probably be better the other way because you are bigger and heavier than everybody else.
Oh, okay.
I want to say my character's right offhand. He's not that heavy.
So
20 or 60
I will
kilograms.
just say that because you mentioned that, I'm glad you did. Hawk raises Zerial, and he's able to just untie and slip off the whole rope.
There we go.
So
Awesome.
now
Yeah.
you guys still have all 15 meters.
Yes.
I put that away in my little pouch.
Okay. As you guys are heading down the tunnel, you finally reach a point where you can definitely tell where the 3-meter drop came from. But it's not 3 meters up now, it is about 5 meters up.
Can I tie the rope around my knife and throw my knife up onto the cliff wall and hope the knife sinks into the floor deep enough to where we can climb up the rope?
I was going to say, is it big enough where we can boost somebody up there? Like if I climb on Hawk's shoulders, would I be able to grab it and pull myself up?
Actually, Trauma actually has climbing skill.
Oh, there
He's
you go.
actually trained in that. And if you say you're gonna give her a boost,
Yeah.
give her a running boost, I will give her a plus 30. Due to that, you're 2 meters high and you could throw her a meter, so that'd be a plus 30.
That sounds
Why
like a
are you
plan.
so tall?
I actually changed my my height and weight to my actual height and weight.
You're a skinny dude.
I really have. 1.82
Okay.
meters, 68 kilograms.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Alright, go ahead and roll a climb with a plus 30. Holy shit.
So we just like threw her right up there, like didn't even touch
Yep.
the wall at all.
Yeah.
As Trauma takes a run, with Hawk in the position to ready to give her a boost, the moment her boot landed on his hand, he threw her into the air, and with such a force that she literally leveled out exactly at the perfect height, and it was as if she was continuing stepping, not even phasing her one bit.
Yes.
Now, as you're up there, you notice that the tunnel proceeds in that same level. There is 2 rather large rocks that you can tie your rope off to and throw it down. You guys can, I will give you both the same, plus 30 to your climbs.
Or the rope being there.
Yep. Alright. You both climb up. Safe. As you guys travel down, you notice all of a sudden the tunnel turns into a very large chamber. As you look around, you can see that the ceiling extends well over 30 meters, so high that it's just way too dark for your shoulder lamps to actually see. You notice columns, very large columns, 3 meters in diameter, spaced about 5 meters apart, extending from floor all the way up into the darkening abyss above, supporting the roof. Crisscrossing the floor, there are numerous tracks, and you see it seems to be traveling in utterly random directions. Following them would lead them back pretty much nowhere. You can do a scrutiny test if you wish.
And I shall.
That sounds like a plan. Nope.
It is the one underneath concealment, right? Scrutinoriest. I think. Maybe
I'm
not.
sorry?
Well, I'm trying to find scrutiny.
Oh, it's
Oh, there
just
we go.
below logic.
Yeah.
Modifiers or
Nope.
no? I didn't hear that.
Oh, actually, Hawk, you did a search.
Oh,
Same thing. I don't think you're trained
it's
in
the same thing, yeah.
As Hawk and Zuriel start walking and trampling over the other footprints, not realizing it, Trauma raises her hand up and says, "Hold." As she leans down to examine the footprints, you notice that it's not just humans. You notice abnormalities, as if something was walking around barefoot, but it definitely had more appendages than it should have. As you look, you notice a bunch of humanoid tracks are coming from various areas, and you notice that there are dolly carts, as if what the miners would use. And you determine that those are definitely what the miners' footprints were, going back and forth gathering the minerals, where the one creature's footprints lead off to one direction. You notice it leads to you see a faint flickering light off to the distance, the direction that it came from.
I will ready my shield and flail.
You guys don't see this. This is only what she sees.
Oh, okay.
Okay, my
Sorry, I zoned out.
You can't do that. You notice miners' footprints, and then you notice a strange creature's footprints hitting a direction that you notice a small red blinking light.
Okay. I roll an awareness thing to see if I can figure out what exactly the red blinking light is.
Okay.
Any modifiers?
Yeah. I'll give you a plus 30. Yeah, it's a small red blinking light on a door.
I draw my last pistol, walk over to the door, and push a button.
You gotta talk to people, because they don't, when I'm saying stuff, when you roll something, they're not technically hearing or seeing what I tell you. You have to say, hey, look over there, or stuff like that.
Ah, Xuriel, there's a door. That's what the red blinky light is.
What red blinking light?
Door?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You say, hey, I see a door over yonder. Now, as you guys approach the door, you notice that the red blinking light is pretty much the shutdown lock. Heavy bolts are locking the door in place, but you notice that there is another red blinking light inside the door, and the door has a small window. If you guys wish to look in, you have to do a perception test.
Perception test to look through the window. Maybe I finally get my eyes in straight. Any modifiers?
Nope. You notice there's a smeared red, bloody handprint on the door, on the window. That's all you see.
Guys, it's bloody.
I take a look through the window.
As you look past the bloody handprint, you notice that there are heaps and heaps of bodies all in there. You can't tell how they're dead because of the flickering red light, but you notice there is definitely a lot of corpses inside.
Are they human corpses?
You can tell that they are definitely human. They look like they're wearing miner attire.
Hawk, Xuriel,
What?
there's a crap ton of dead miners behind this door.
Great.
Now you can choose whether if you want to open the door or ignore it and continue on.
I'm assuming we're all caught up, right? I was away for a second. We were discussing. She has to go to the store, so I was figuring out what we're doing with the kids. So I missed a very small bit of that. I'm assuming we're caught up with trauma. Yes.
Yeah, you came up with trauma. Hawk tried looking into the window, only saw a bloody handprint, and Trauma looked in and was telling you guys she sees mounds of dead miners inside.
Well, it could be a poisonous gas or something like that, and that's why they could, majority of them, be dead. But it was bloody handprint. I don't know. That is totally up to you guys. If you guys want to open it up and kill whatever the hell's inside, if there is anything, or look for anything valuable. all over there if you guys want to advance. I'm cool for not opening the suicide door.
I vote with him. I don't want to open suicide door.
Do any of us even know how to open this darn door?
Well, due to the fact that the security measures have been put in place, you would be a tech use, and I don't think any of you know how to use tech. So you couldn't even open it. The only thing you could do is break the window.
How big is the window?
The window is about 1/2 meter by 1/2 meter.
So it's big enough to climb through.
If you wish to attempt that.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
Not really worth it.
No?
If it's just a bunch of dead miners, what's going to be on them clothes?
I don't know. Explosives. We are in a relatively big mine.
We want to open a door that has a bunch of dead miners.
Bud.
On the small chance that they happen to have a small explosive on them. How about we continue onward?
Alrighty. I'm all for it.
All right.
Alrighty.
You
Now, if you guys hold on.
No, it's for you. You eat it. Do you not want it? No? Do you want some of these? Oh. So we're continuing on, yes?
Yes.
Yep. So
Yes.
you guys are continuing on.
Continuing on.
You have finally reached the area on the map known as the Shatters. Who was that?
It was... Yeah, It was Jeremy saying hi to Meg. She came into the bedroom. Yeah, my mic's a little sensitive. Bye.
Alright, as you guys are entering, you notice that it literally is as if the wall was shattered and broken, leading to a small room with a blast door with bloody handprints and graffiti stating "The Shattered."
Well, that's not ominous at all.
None at all. Oh my god, I can see Hawk.
Now, your guys' characters, if you click on them, you notice you have your little box, but you also have this one point ahead of you. You gotta click on it and it rotates you so you can turn your light. You understand how to do that, Trauma?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay. I just didn't see it turn, that's all.
I think there's a small delay with the light effect.
Okay. Alrighty. So.
Thank you. Okay. Yes.
Alrighty. You have been following the map for hours, navigating your way through what seems endless tunnels, and you still have not seen any signs of the creatures the guardsmen claim to have encountered. Certainly, there has been plenty of unusual and possibly suggestive bits along the way. Suspicious pools of blood, disturbing claw marks, and more, all confirming that you might be heading in the right direction. Finally, you access a panel, or a passage, through which you've traveled, comes to an end to an old rusty door labeled XII and covered with red graffiti proclaiming the Shatters. Truly, you can see shattered rock all around the portal, oozing from the gaps of a runny gray slime that's dripping and collecting on the floor near the base of the wall. The door itself is filthy and equipped with a crude wheel to open it. I need you to make an awareness test.
No modifiers?
Nope.
Barely
Apparently
fast,
my
but
eyes
fast
are
is
in
fast.
backwards today.
You really cannot tie your bootlaces, can you?
No, my eyes are in backwards for some reason.
Oh. Are you laughing at Hawk too? Yeah.
Alright, as Hawk is examining the door, both Zriel and Trauma look off to the wall where it's oozing. Zriel and Trauma both realize that there is fresh blood dripping through the portal. When you attempt to get close to it, you notice that it is not as fresh as you believe it was, but it's moving, like dripping as if it's fresh, but it's still congealed. What do you wish to do?
I'm getting a little claustrophobic. I would like to open this door because this is a very small room.
Yeah, let's open this door. I don't want to stay in this tiny room anymore.
Okay.
What door?
You're staring at the door.
Yeah, it was a door with a crude wheel.
Okay.
Alright.
Shh. I know you can open that door. I'm talking.
As the door is opening, hold on. Okay. Let's move this. Hold on, don't move yet. Okay, can you guys see those?
I see green.
Okay. Save. How about now?
I see an orange spot. Is that what I'm supposed to see?
Yeah, is there a lantern and it has a light ring?
Yes.
Okay. There we go. Okay, so now you are entered into the next section. Beyond the portal, you notice a faint green light coming from lanterns off to the sides of the door and one faintly down the way. The passageway is narrow, but not small. It is roughly between 4 to 5 meters wide. The green lamps are on support pillars, casting a sickly glow. The floor is covered in blood, suggesting a great slaughter took place here. Chunks of flesh and grisly organs confirm your suspicion. The shattered here and there are sodden uniforms of guardsmen, some still clothed in pieces of their own flesh. The door stands on the west wall a few meters ahead, and an open passage breached off to the right, left of all that's the shaft straight ahead. So it's up to you. What do you wish to do?
I'm still kind of claustrophobic. I want to get the fuck out of this room.
Alright.
Okay, I feel much better.
Yeah, might as well move forward a couple of spaces.
Can I get like about a minute or so? You guys figure out what you guys are doing first. I'll volunteer to go last, just because I need to change the diaper really quick.
Alrighty.
I'll be back in 3.
Alrighty. So it's all up to you. You can move however you wish. Step forward, and I'll read aloud whenever you get to something.
Let's see. I think that's as far as I'm willing to move without anyone near me.
Do.
Hello? Hey. We didn't. I don't know. Gotta ask Raven.
Gotta ask Raven what?
Do you have the sauce going?
Yeah.
Yes. Ay, ay, ay. Impatient. So you might get a phone call. Alright, what are you guys doing? I'm messaging her.
The sauce is up.
Oh, that's not what I wanted to. I want to move there. There we go.
Sound like you have owies going on in your mouth.
Try to keep the private talking to a minimum. Alright.
There you go, pain in my ass.
I just moved them up because it would be a little closer.
Okay. Do you want to check out this passage on the right?
I want to do an awareness roll before we even try to go down that little hole. Just to see what the fuck's down there.
Okay.
So
I'll let you do the awareness check.
I'm gonna move and turn my light towards it. And do an awareness check. Any modifiers?
Nope.
I see
Boy.
nothing apparently.
You notice that down this way you see a lot of blood and tattered and torn uniforms just strewn about the ground.
Nothing but tattered shit and blood over there, Hawk. You want to do awareness rolls to see if you see anything better?
I was actually going to try scrutiny.
That works too.
You notice a bloody covered floor and tattered uniforms.
Awesome.
Alright, it's up to you. Do you wish to continue on the path to your right, go north, or go to the door to your left?
I kind of want to look down this path. What about you, Trauma?
Mm-hmm.
I apologize for that.
Okay, let's go down the path.
You first.
Who
Figures.
first? Me first?
You notice that the path splits, one going south and one proceeding to the right. Your character is straight.
Okay. Guys, we have another fork here. One to the straight and one to the south. Which way do you guys want to go?
I am totally impartial. I will follow your lead.
I'm
Trauma?
gonna look this way and do an awareness roll to see if I see anything going that way, like blooding. Do I get any modifiers?
Yeah, I'll give you a plus 10.
Awesome.
You notice an outline of what looks to be like a cliff edge slightly down the way, but it might be not a cliff but a hole, and you smell the fresh smell of spilt blood down that direction.
Guys, I smell blood down that hole. You want to head that way, or you want to head the safe way?
Well, if we were looking for, God, I can't remember that kid's name. If we were looking for his buddy there, it might be him.
Yeah, we were looking for the buddy. All I remember is it started with an M.
Are we gonna go there, or are we going somewhere else?
I think we should head south.
Yeah, I'm in agreeal for south.
Okay.
Alright. You notice a large pool of green-looking slime seeming to ooze down this grayish... All this gray is the hole.
Oh,
Seems
nice.
to be oozing down the hole.
I walk over to the green ooze, just stopping short of the puddle, and do a scrutiny test to see what exactly it may or may not be.
Go ahead.
Any mods?
Nope.
I see it's just green goop.
Pretty much. Nasty green goop.
Hey Hawk, you wanna see what this green goop is?
One moment. Let's see.
You're gonna fall down the hole.
Oh.
Ah, man.